Do y'all hear how peaceful and quiet it is out here? What's amazing to me is come up twice, not amongst believers, but amongst people who always have questions. Everybody got questions about everything. And I think something is really going on. You know, it's obvious that the government has developed over the years an attitude to scare people from doing communities. Because every time you turn around, you like that community they had out in California. They went and dismantled it and shut it down for trumped up charges. They went into Waco, trumped up charges, and just literally murdered those people. Even Randy Weaver, who thought to just live on his own, mind his own business, they came up and shot his wife through the head while holding a baby in her hand. And it's sad what goes on in this world. It's sad what goes on in our society. It really truly is. Because a lot of things that happen in the world, and of course then there's the infamous, let me cut this light off. Nobody's in here, but we giving Tri-County a lot of money. Of course then there's the infamous Jim Jones. And it's amazing how that they have so conditioned the society and that how they have so conditioned the world that anytime you think about embarking on actually obeying what that Bible says, literally obeying what that Bible says. I mean, if you go read what Jesus said, if you go read Acts chapter 2, if you would read it, Acts chapter 4, if you would read it, you will see the blueprint is sitting right there to what we're doing. I came to this just by reading the book. Straightway is the manifestation of what you read in the book. But it is amazing how that the government heinously went in and murdered a bunch of people, trumped up charges against people, saying things unlawful, wicked, and it's sad. And then they plastered it all over news for the sole purpose to get you to be fearful or ever even embarking on and doing such a thing, because they already have the general public and the population conditioned to call anybody who's living the way we do a cult. You know, it's amazing. I just got finished walking past 3 houses down there. We got a fourplex right here. Got a shop down here. We have a pavilion right there. What you will commonly call a picnic table area. Right over here, we have a dump trailer. We have a 16-foot, a 24-foot trailer, and then another small trailer. And then, of course, this is our garden area. And then right over here is our children's playground. See the children's playground? Then, right behind me is another home, shower house, and everything what you see, you know, blase, blase, blase. So then by the time you turn around and you see the children's playground right there, and you see the dining hall, dining facility, and then of course over here you see another little small shower house we use for the saints during tabernacles and during the feast days. What is so wrong with us developing a homestead in a place, buying a plot of land, and all of us knowing who our neighbors are? What is wrong with that? And why is there such a negative stigma against it? I don't get it. I'll tell you the reason why. Because the government would rather for you to live in what they call neighborhoods, to where you don't even know who your neighbor is. They don't want anybody to be in a cohesive unit. They don't want nobody to be together, because it's the old adage of divide and conquer. And anytime, you know, it's easier to conquer a people when they're divided against each other, when your neighbor is on a neighborhood watch, watching out for you, to be able to snitch on you for something that you're doing, when everybody should be minding their own business. And they have come up with this type of society, sold it to you, and you actually, and they actually have you dependent upon them. What fools can you be? You see, out here, we can pick and choose our own neighbors. We can. Those who are in like precious faith. We have a diversity of people out here in this community. And that, make no mistake about it, the reason why the government and everybody is already so fearful of this, they are afraid of your unity. They're afraid of your love. You know why? Because you just can't come running up in a place like this, trumping up charges and lying all over us, all over the place. And one thing about Straightway, we're known worldwide, all over the place. And videos, they put us out here exactly who we are as a people. So if somebody try to come and chump up charges and try to lie on us, just kind of like they do on the internet, or you follow me, it's just simply not going to stick. And people got a mouth and move. They can move it all they want, lie all they want. I'm the type of person that always don't mind facing my accuser. One bit, I don't. But that's the sole purpose and reason. And they have learned how to condition the public through the news media and paint a pessimistic attitude and mindset towards people, to anyone who lives in common unity. They've got you calling places like it's a compound. You tell me what that place is when you living in stairway living in apartments downtown in Nashville or downtown in any major city, to where you're stacked up on each other like sardines, where if you stomp your feet, you can hear up under and through those thin walls exactly what your neighbor is doing. You tell me what that is when you have homes, you spread your arms out twice and you're touching each other's home and house. You tell me what that is. I call that general population control. Out here, you have freedom and liberty. We have land over here. We've got land behind us up here and land over there. And there are a couple of homes up there that we have built. What's wrong with us building a place to where we know who our family are and who our people are? I'm telling you, you've been gamed. You have literally been gamed, and they have used the greatest tool of the enemy to game you, which is fear.